Welcome back to the channel. This is Charles, Fallen Arkansas Veterans. And I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but there's a good reason for that. Where to begin? I guess back in, my dates and times might be mixed up, but as far as I can remember, starting in May, towards the end of May, after the Mid-American meetup, I started having a lot of problems. One of them has been ongoing for a while, and it just progressively got worse. And that was, and this kind of explains my absence from being in other channel live chats. I stayed in there as long as I could, and it affects my typing. And still not sure what's going on, but I feel like I got a pinched nerve, and it's affecting the ulnar nerve in my left hand. It runs from the tip of my little finger all the way up until wherever it goes, but the most part is in my hand. So every time I type with that little finger, hit whatever key it hits, it causes some excruciating pain, and the more I type, the worse it gets. So I had to do less and less. So I basically had to drop out of typing in live chats, and I haven't been in there a while. So I went to a hand doctor, and he said he's going to do a carpal tunnel, which I knew it wasn't that, but the ulnar nerve runs under it. So I did have an MRI, and it did show some kind of compression on that nerve. He said it wasn't a lot, but it could affect it. So I had the hand surgery. I'm not sure if this is going to be in order, but this is what got, I think, a lot of it started, but it's different things, a lot of my problems. You ever heard of Carter let me back up. I have more health issues than Carter has liver pills. Some of you older generation should remember what that means. So anyway, before I got my hand worked on, it's a daily thing. Goes from mild some days and other days for maybe a couple of weeks of excruciating pain. All I have to do is just move that little finger, and sends me through the roof in pain. So during all this, I started having problems with my feet, and come to find out, I didn't have a pulse in my left foot. Went and got that worked on. What they had to do, they went in to the groin, over across my belly and down my leg, and I had some blockages. They went in there and ballooned it open, and wasn't much longer, the right leg started doing the same thing. So they went in, and if I remember right, they put stents in at the time, and again, my memory, they put 3 of them in. I don't know if it's in the same vein, artery, whatever. Then my left foot started doing it again so they wouldn't balloon it, open it again. And it wasn't much longer. They had to go back in and finally put stents in the left leg, and that was just here recently. And before that one, they had to put a stent in my heart. I had a complete blockage of everything that's been done in the past. So that makes 4 stents in my heart now. So since May up until I believe it was July, August, I think the first week in September, I had 5 surgeries in 4 months, if that works out right. So everything was going okay. Still wasn't able to walk very well for very far, but it did feel a lot better than I did before. I was getting strength back a little bit in my legs because of all the stuff they've done. And then let's see, November, I think it was in November, I don't know, but anyway, that's when they went in and put that stent in my leg. Well, this December, so it was about a week ago, 2 weeks ago maybe now, they put the stent in my left leg. Well, the very next day I had to call EMS. Couldn't feel my feet, couldn't walk. I mean, I did, but it was very, very painful. My feet feel ice cold, like I'm standing on a block of ice. It's from the inside out. My feet feel warm to the touch, which is what they're supposed to be. So the reason why they put the stent in the left leg again is they couldn't feel a pulse in my foot again, so that's 2 times. So I had that done, and the day after I went back in, and the doc came in, the surgeon that did the surgery on my legs, came in and said, you got good pulse in your left foot. But I told him, I said, it's very painful to walk. Of course, my feet are swollen, which ain't helping matters. I think that's probably about 60% of the pain. And so he went over, he did, I think it was a Doppler or something. It's got a little bitty pin looking thing that they put that gel on, and they go across and see if they can hear the pulse. So he jumped over to the right foot, and guess what? Barely could hear it. He found it. Took him a little while. He said, but according to the MRI I had done again, I don't know how many times I've had that done, it was showing some blockage of the stent that I already had in, or it's closing up. I don't know which. I'll have to ask him, because I guess I didn't understand what he said. So now I got to go back in January, I think it's the 15th or 17th, and either reopen that stent, or I don't know what they're going to do, clean it out or whatever. So once I have that done, I know my numbers may not add up, but I would have 8 surgeries since May. And that's why I haven't been around much. I've been in a lot of pain, been excruciating some days. Some days I wish the good Lord would take me home. I've been in so much pain. And it's been very, very difficult to walk. The reason I had to call the ambulance that day was because I couldn't walk out to the car. Not the way my feet were feeling. So I didn't want to have to do that. I hate doing that with a passion. But anyway, that's what's been going on with me. I know a lot of you may have been wondering. Some of you don't watch my channel. Some of you I've let known through some of the live chats. I can type a little bit, a few words, maybe a couple of sentences at times, depending on the pain in my hand. I did have surgery on my hand. I got the bandages. If you'll go to my community page, I got a big bruise right here. But they did surgery. He cut me from here to here, and from there down to here. And so that's another reason I hadn't been on, because it's very painful, still painful right now. I kind of got my doubts that it's going to solve the problem I've been having with my little finger and hand. All I have to do is just barely touch that finger right there in this part of my hand. It used to go all the way up to about here, and it still does some, but it's not as bad as this spot right here. But this little finger right in here, anything that touches breathing on it, which I'm trying not to do right now, but this whole finger right here is so painful. Raking a feather over it, or just barely brushing it up against something, or putting my hand through a sleeve or of a t-shirt or a jacket. It's very difficult to handle. I don't know if it's going to solve the problem, the surgery. I kind of got doubted. But the doctor said if this didn't solve the problem, I was going to have to call a neck doctor. And he said it's most likely in the C8 section of my spine. I don't know what can be done about that one, but I do wish, if nothing else can be done, is somehow or another they block that nerve. I need some relief from this pain. I can't explain to you how painful this is. It may not look painful, or some people may not understand. But let me tell you something. I wouldn't wish this on my dog, and I don't even have one. So, I don't know what else to do. I try to get back in some chats and at least watch, and it's very hard for me to go into a live chat and not say howdy to everybody. It's very difficult for me to not sit there and respond or to interact with others in the chat. So that's why I don't go in. Some days, if I feel good enough, I might be able to type just a few words. I don't know how many's going to watch this video, but this is what's been going on. It's not been good. As to my legs, my feet, they're still numb. I can barely feel my feet. My big, well, actually all of my toes, my big toe the most on both feet. Look, right foot's not real bad. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not good either, but it's my left foot that's giving me the most problem. I feel like I got a big solid mass in my toes underneath the big knuckles all the way down to my heel. Docs don't know what that is. They say it's neuropathy. Well, maybe so. I got a feeling it's something else. I don't know what. I don't know if it's fluid. I don't know if it's blood gathered up in there with all the surgeries, and it just got rock hard. That's what it feels like. The pain I go to is like if you ever had a stone bruise, a huge one, a bad one. Magnify that 10 times is what my feet feel like every time I walk, especially if I hit the wrong spot. It's, wow. I'm only doing this because there's been some people asking how I'm doing, and all I can type in is not good. Too painful to type. So maybe this will answer some of the questions, I don't know. Probably a lot of people may not see this video and still wonder what's going on, but share it if you want to others that don't know. I'd like maybe somebody explain on their live why I'm not around as much as I want to be. I miss chatting with everybody and the lives, as many lives as I attend. So anyway, enough of that. I don't know what else to say. I've still got a long road ahead, I think. I don't think it's over. At least for my hand, it's not. I'm going to try to get some answers somehow or another with my hand and feet and legs. Something's got to be done. I can't live in this kind of pain all the time. I know a lot of people live a lot worse pain than what I'm going through, and I feel for them because I kind of know what they're going through, maybe not totally, but I understand, and I have always understood, but I understand more now than ever. So, share this video to others that may be asking, or other channels, to let other people know if they don't watch my videos, which is okay. I'm not going to be able to do a lot of them. I haven't had the strength or energy to do this video even. I've been struggling trying to get to where I could to get out of pain as much as I can, and so I can at least get it done. I'm not going to do a lot of editing on it. Maybe the beginning, ending, this and that. So it is what it is. So I'm going to get off here. Before I do, Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope you have good times with your family and friends. And like Mike says from MT Homestead, always remember a vet. Don't forget them. They've done more than we can ever thank them for. So I'm going to get off here, and I'll try to update you if anything else, if you want, if anything else comes up. But right now, this is the best I can do. I can't even respond in comments except for emojis. And that's what I've been doing in some of the lives lately, is hit an emoji with my right hand, which is all I can do. So I'll catch you on the next video. God bless, and have a great day.